All right, 10 minutes after 11 o'clock, I know we're in Florida, and I also know that if I go into the sporting goods store here in the Paddock Mall, they're selling skis, snow skis, rather, because they know that we travel. They know that we get ourselves out of here and go to places where there is snow. And if you're thinking it'll happen here, it won't. There's a little bit of now we have echo on our end. Oh my goodness. Michaela Schifrin knows about snow. She is a World Cup alpine ski racer with the U.S. ski team, specializing in the technical events of slalom and giant slalom, and the reigning World Cup and world champion in slalom. Something I'll never be good at, but I definitely admire watching these talented athletes do this kind of stuff. Robin, the fact that she's a woman is something you're going to relate to, not because you ski, because I think part of this is about the makeup she uses. I'm guessing her male counterparts don't worry about this. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Michaela Schiffer, good morning, Michaela.
Good morning.
And where are you right now?
I'm in Vail, Colorado. I just got here yesterday when I came back from a race in Austria.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. It's fun, isn't it? You have fun doing this?
Oh, I do. I get to travel around. At 18 years old, I travel all over the world. It's pretty incredible.
My goodness. And is makeup really that big of an issue or not?
Well, I used to think that it wasn't. Going into this sport, I always thought, well, I'm wearing a helmet and goggles, so who really cares what my hair and everything else looks like? But at the World Cup level, it's televised. All the races are televised, and there's cameras and media, and there's a bunch going on. So I'm learning how important it is to actually look good. And have kind of my go-to beauty routine.
And so does it actually help you out with the cold on your face? Does the makeup have a practical purpose as well as a beauty purpose?
Well, I like to think so, but Olay and CoverGirl, they kind of partnered and have this BB cream, which is pretty much, and CC cream, which it's a moisturizer and a foundation at the same time. So that's been amazing because I used to use lotion and everything, and then I'd put on cover-up and foundation and powder and just way too much on my face, and it actually was probably worse for my skin.
Oh, really?
And now I just use this. I use this quick and easy CC cream or the BB cream, and it moisturizes my face, which is so. I mean, when you're skiing all day, your face gets really dry, skin gets really dry. So that helps, and then it also just gives me more of a tone that people can actually see. I feel like sometimes you look at a ski race and you're like, what is their skin tone? There's so many patchy parts.
Oh, really? And is that because of the cold?
Yeah, it's because it's cold and windy and snowy, and sometimes it's sleet or hail, so you just have things coming at your face all the time, and it's tough to really look healthy, have healthy skin, but that cream that I was just mentioning helps me.
So, Robin, if you're going to go to that ski shop in the mall, you're going to get some skis, you got to go then to the makeup store as well.
Oh, yeah. Make sure I get that to keep my skin nice and soft.
I remember, though, when I haven't been in that circumstance very often, but I took my son skiing one time, actually snowboarding, up in North Carolina. Man, it felt like my face was going to freeze off. My face was going to freeze off.
Right. Well, something that you don't have to worry about is your hair as well. Well, I don't know how long your hair is because I can't see you, but I imagine that
yeah, you're right.
Your hair probably fits in a hat. Mine is longer, and it comes out of my helmet, and I end the season normally with so many split ends. It's like I have to chop off 6 inches to actually get anywhere healthy. So that was the other product they use is Pantene, the Repair and Protect collection. And they have this overnight miracle repair serum, which pretty much just repairs my hair overnight. That's the theory behind it. And it does feel a lot better in the morning and after an entire day of racing on the hill in my helmet, where, as I said before, I didn't used to worry about my hair or my face because I thought that it's in a helmet all day, so who cares? But it makes me more confident knowing that I look good and I'm fit and strong and I'm skiing well. And when I get in the starting gate, it's really just me in the mountain, and all the variables are taken care of.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Are you going to be participating in the Olympics?
I am, barring injury. Cross your fingers.
Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome. Did you have to go through different trials, or are you just able to go in because of all of the titles and the wins that you have?
Well, we're pretty much in the process of the trials. So with ski racing, they take 4 racers to each event in the Olympics based off of who is skiing fast in the races up until the Olympics. So we had our first race, and just a couple of days ago, and I did well, and we're having another slalom race in 2 weeks, and so it pretty much up until the Olympics, they'll decide who gets to go based off of our results.
Michaela, we went online and just looked at you. We didn't know what you looked like, but you are beautiful. You said you're 18?
I'm 18, yeah.
So now
You're gorgeous.
Now you're around a bunch of guys. You hope you got a gun or something?
She's a bodyguard.
No, I don't, but thank you.
She's got a bunch. I got to learn skiing, Robin.
Yeah, there you go.
I should have learned skiing when I was 18. That's what I should have done.
Well, you're really to be admired because you have such a regimen that you have to go through to be the athlete that you are. And
They should make a movie with you.
oh yeah,
You look like an actress.
Oh my gosh.
Like a James
Okay,
Bond. James Bond. Jane Bond. You should be the star. You shouldn't be a James Bond girl. You should be like the star.
that's right.
James Bond is
I
always
should be
skiing.
James Bond.
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be a man.
No, Jane Bond.
Oh.
Yeah, you could be the
Sorry, I
Jane.
think James
No,
Bond.
I know.
Like, what?
Boy, I like these pictures. I think it's one of you sitting in the flowers. There's no snow there, but you got big furry boots on.
Oh yeah, that was my first photo shoot.
That's a pretty
actually.
picture.
It was in Pittsburgh, Vermont.
Look at
It
that
was really the photographer was really talented. And
No.
he just-
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I'm
that's
looking at
gorgeous.
wait a minute. I could have taken that picture. That might.
No,
You're giving him the credit for you.
it was a girl.
Well, you're giving her the credit for you then.
Well, okay, but she brought the clothes and everything, and she helped me with. Actually, that was the first.
I could have brought the
experience I had
clothes.
you
Well-
could have, but you couldn't have told me how to do my makeup. And she gave me some foundation,
That's funny.
moisturizer foundation, and she's like, just put this on, and that's pretty much all you need. You'll look good. We can do whatever we need to with the camera, but you don't need to put on a ton of stuff on your face to look good. Just
There you go.
just find your natural look, highlight those features, and you'll be set. So that was my first introduction to beauty, basically.
Well, okay, you going
Excellent
going
advice.
skiing later today?
Not today. I have a day off.
Oh, you have a day
Yay.
off. Okay, well, be careful of those guys in that ski lodge. I just know they're going to be trouble for you.
Okay, I'll
Micha-
be careful.
Michaela, we're having fun with you, but I want to make sure we end on a serious note. First, thank you for what you're doing, and be careful out there. Do you want to leave us with a website?
Well, I'm on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and then you can also, if anybody's interested in the beauty side of things, you can follow Pantene and CoverGirl and Olay on Facebook, or just go to their websites. But if you're interested in me or what I kind of do for beauty, then those are the places to go.
All right. Well, you've been blessed with it. You sure have. Michaela, thank you for being on the air with us, and have fun. Be careful, and come back on anytime.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
All right. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion
Michaela.
County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala home store on Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give them a call and they'll come and pick it up. For more information, visit habitatocala.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County, building homes, building hope, building community.
On the next Voice of Ocala, it's time to get in the groove with minor league baseball here in Marion County. And we have all the heavy hitters to catch us up to date on what's going on. City Manager Matt Brower stops by. Tony Bruno of the New York Yankees, he's going to be here to express how the Yankees feel about minor league ball in Ocala. The mayor, Kent Gwynn, stops by to give us his take on minor league baseball. And we even talk with Chad Sokol, talking minor league baseball in the Dayton area. We do all that next on the Voice of Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Thank you, Tom. Danielle Brancaforte is up next. She's on the phone. She's the Florida Director of Students Against Destructive Decisions, also known as SAD by its acronym. I believe that used to be Students Against Drunk Driving, but it sounds like they broadened their horizons of who they want to affect. Not just drunk driving, but people make bad decisions. Maybe that includes texting. I can't tell you how many people I see texting, and they're not just kids. It's unbelievable, especially at night, because the light on those those phones and those devices, they light. It's just unbelievable. Danielle is going to tell us about some trauma education workshops in the state of Florida, and let's just say hello to Danielle. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning. So happy to be here.
And where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. Okay, that's a good place to be if you're representing the whole state, huh?
Yes, exactly.
So,
close to the heart.
So is part of this that I made an assumption, was I right, that this has to do with things like alcohol, obviously, and other things that might impede your driving? Does it also include the devices?
Absolutely. And it was the students themselves that changed the name, because when it first started, we didn't have cell phones and all the other distractions that we have now. So that's exactly right. They changed it to represent all of those things that impact us in the car. And as you said, nowadays, the cell phone is one of the most dangerous things.
Yeah, and there's no adult out there. I mean, how do I want to say this? It's not limited to the young drivers. I'm telling you, just yesterday, I looked over to my left in the evening, so it was dark out, and I could see the light glowing on the guy's face. Now, it's not a stoplight, but why
Why do you have to have it when you're driving?
Yeah, well, now we live in an instant gratification world, and unfortunately, the younger generation, that's how they're growing up now. They don't even know any differently.
Yeah, it's. I hope.
But we do have the texting and driving law that's in effect now, and it's baby steps, but at least it's a crack in the door.
So, what are the trauma education workshops? What are they?
So, traffic crashes is the number one cause of death for teens in Florida and in the United States. And trauma itself is the number one cause of death for folks over the age of 44. And so it's critical to our very survival to have trauma centers that are available to our citizens, because, the time is of the essence when there's a crash or there's an emergency. And the longer it takes you to get to that trauma center, that could mean the difference in whether you survive or not.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure of it. I agree with you. The other day, Robert and I decided to walk to the subway to get a sandwich. And you happen to walk past, just so you get an idea of why I'm telling you that, you have to walk past the hospitals. Okay, we have two hospitals here in Ocala. And one of them has a trauma center now, which means a helicopter lands there to bring patients, not just to take patients up to Gainesville,
right,
where the trauma center is also. There's another one up there. And there was some talk of resistance to that. I don't know if that's all passed or if they're still fighting it. I never will understand. Now, maybe you're going to disagree with me, and it's okay if you do, but I'll never understand why. And if there's a good reason and you are on that side of it, then maybe you can explain it. But why would somebody be against something that would save lives? I just don't understand it. If it's money, that doesn't even make sense to me, that money would outrule somebody's life,
Well, I completely agree with you. And unfortunately, it appears to me, and I'm not in the decision-making room, so I'm only speaking as a private citizen with an opinion, but it appears to me that it is indeed money that's keeping your trauma center from becoming officially certified by the Department of Health. And it's actually the voice of the citizens that can make a change. So we need your citizens to stand up and voice their opinion about how important it is to have that trauma center, and that will perhaps affect a change.
Oh, so right now ours is not certified, huh?
No, not by the DOH. It's pending because they're involved in a lawsuit with the existing trauma centers, including the one in Gainesville. And so until that's resolved, they're not moving forward. And that's why they were having the workshops to educate people on what's happening and what they can do to motivate a change in their community.
See, the easy solution to this is just try to imagine somebody who has a loved one who might have survived had they gone to Ocala, but didn't survive because it took longer and they had to take them somewhere else. Think about the loss. Think about the money there. I mean, if this is about money, think about how much money you could lose if a family decides to sue somebody because of that.
Yeah.
And this is a litigious society, so that's exactly a very good, valid point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
And
to me, it just makes more sense if there's somebody in a crash or somebody with a hemorrhage or something, and they need to hurry get to a trauma center. Boom! It's right there. It was in walking distance. We walked past it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the latest statistics from the Department of Health and from the Department of Motor Vehicles shows that crashes are on the rise again. And, we don't have hard data to prove it, but anecdotally, they're saying the reason for that is what you were saying earlier, is the use of cell phones while we're driving.
Yeah.
So if there's, and you all are in with a highway going right past where you are, and you're in an area that's susceptible to crashes and to other needs for trauma care. So it's just, it breaks my heart that you don't have that certification there.
And there are so many service clubs in all of our high schools in Marion County. I mean, you have a SAD service club in every high school. They put on programs every year, especially around prom and homecoming, showing the devastation of crashes and what happens if you go to a trauma center or if you don't go to a trauma center. And they take it all the way to death, to the burial. So why isn't the Emergency Medical Oversight Committee and all the other committees up in Tallahassee taking note of this and just certify them?
Well, if I knew that answer, we wouldn't have to have this conversation, but I completely agree with you. We have SAD chapters in 11 schools in your area, and even if just every parent of every child in all those 11 schools were to send an email or a letter to the Department of Health asking that question, maybe you'd see a change.
And that's really a wonderful thing, because the loving parents, the caring parents get involved with their children and their children's daily passions and activities, that there can be a unified front as long as they're aware there's a problem. And now you're bringing that problem to the forefront.
Exactly. That's what our goal is, to do that. And there's a website called Trauma Care Saves Lives. It's all one word.
Okay.
TraumaCareSavesLives.com. And people can go to that website and get more information. Or, again, this is an instant gratification world, so if they don't want to go to that work, they can send me an email at FloridaSAD, Florida just like the state, FLORIDA, SADD, all one word, at gmail.com. And I'll make sure that their comments and questions get directed to the right person.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm going to send you one, because I think our elected officials, who are the ones who are going to ultimately decide this, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. And I think our trauma center should be, what do you call it, certified? Is that the word you use?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, why? Yeah. That's crazy. They're going to be, I'm going to save them.
Yes, you are.
By pointing out, you're going to be taken to. There's going to be a lawsuit somewhere down the road. If you have a child die, God forbid. Let me just use a scenario that I don't want to say, but just the child could have lived if he or she was brought to Ocala.
Yeah.
Dies because we don't have it anymore. That's a sad, horrible tragedy. And it's also a lawsuit.
Exactly.
It's also a lawsuit waiting to happen. If all they understand is money, then you got to mention the lawsuit part of it.
And it's a lawsuit that's keeping them from moving forward. So how ironic is that?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, gosh, I didn't even know any of that. See, I thought it was in place. I didn't even know there was this old fight. I knew there was a fight before it.
Right.
But once it was in there, I thought, okay, it's in there. So we won.
Yeah.
All right. So the website is traumacaresaveslives.com. And if you would like to have express an opinion and send an email, go to Florida. Let's see, Florida SAD, SADD, 2 Ds, floridasad@gmail.com, and that'll go right to you, Danielle?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Well, you are doing more than you realize. I think you're making a huge difference, and your work will help save lives. I'm truly confident of that.
Well, it's a partnership, and as that old saying goes, it takes a village, and I really, really appreciate you shining a light on this topic, so I honor you as well for what you're doing, Larry and Robin.
Well, thank you for that. That's sweet. I think you're doing the heavy end of this, though. Danielle, thank you for being on the air with us today.
My pleasure. Anytime.
All right, we will take a break, and we'll be right back.
Today in Florida Ag News on the Southeast AgNet, well, with a mission of helping people help the land, USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service is continuing to work with farmers and ranchers to implement conservation activities.
We believe through the collaborative approach of natural resource private lands conservation is one of the key tools to really equip private landowners and communities to help them address their natural resource management challenges.
That's NRCS Chief Jason Weller, who says all NRCS offices are open and working with farmers and rangers to implement several conservation programs, including the Environmental Quality Incentives Program and the Conservation Stewardship Program.
And I really am thankful for folks who have worked with us, but if folks have not yet reached out to and have not worked with NRCS before, I really strongly encourage them. Check us out online or come into our local field office. We have men and women, professionals, agronomists, and conservationists working in field offices who are there to serve you. Don't hesitate to reach out. We're there to help.
And Florida NRCS does have an upcoming sign-up date of November 15th for both EQIP and CSP.
Timberland Cattle would like to invite you to their Best of the Black Angus and Sim Angus Bull Sale, which will be held at the farm located at 15281 County Road 49, Vernon, Alabama, on Saturday, November 16th at 12 noon. Bill Freeman, owner, and Thomas Pennington, manager, will be offering for sale registered Black Angus and Black Sim Angus bulls with outstanding genetics. For more information and to view the sale catalog, visit their website, www.timberlandcattle.com, or call 205-695-6314.
Well, today is the first meeting of the Farm Bill Conference Committee as committee members start the difficult task of reconciling a House bill that cuts $39 billion from food stamps over the next 10 years and $60 billion overall, with a Senate bill that cuts $4.5 billion from food stamps and $24.5 billion overall. Other issues to be addressed include commodity payments, the WTO cotton case, and conservation. This is the only day set aside for talks for both this week and next, when the House will be on recess. Julie McPeak with Southeast AgNet.
ABC News Now. I'm Karen Chase. The buck stops with her. Health Secretary Kathleen Sebelius says she is accountable for the miserably frustrating glitches in the government's healthcare website. And she told a House committee she's sorry consumers have wasted so much time on it. She also set November 30th as the target date for fixing it. Investors are holding their breath and stock indexes are barely budging as Wall Street watches for the Fed's next move. The central bank will reveal today whether it'll continue its stimulus plan that has been keeping interest rates low. Airlines are making more money from your excess baggage. Profits from fees are expected to reach nearly $15 billion this year, an 18% increase over last year. A tale of two barges may be part of Google's secret plan. Tech blogs say barges anchored off California and Maine could belong to Google and may have something to do with Google Glass. You don't have to be a triathlete to live a long, healthy life. A new Swedish study of people over 60 finds moderate activity, like gardening or mowing the lawn, can reduce the risk of death by up to 30%. This is ABC News.
I need to archive emails to comply with business regulations.
Do you have an IT guy to help search through thousands of PSD files?
No.
Got time to install a complicated product or create detailed reports?
No.
You okay paying storage fees to save duplicate emails and images?
No.
Offshore automated phone tree support okay?
No.
Then yes, we can help.
The Barracuda Message Archiver lets you store and find emails fast to avoid compliance and litigation penalties. Easy setup and single instance storage will save you time and money. And if you need help, you'll talk to a live human. Try the Barracuda Message Archiver free. Go to barracuda.com/yes.
Come on, sweetie, jump to Dad.
I'm not sure, Daddy. The water's cool.
There are moments in life that cause us to hesitate.
Jump right here.
Okay. Here I come.
I got you. Good job.
I did it. That was fun.
But once we take action, we're really glad that we did. If you're thinking about selling your home, don't hesitate. Interest rates are low and buyers are in the market. Every market's different. Call a Realtor today and visit Realtor.com. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Life jackets save lives. We're at Florida. Sunshine today, some clouds and warm. There can be a shower in spots along the coast, the high 80 to 84. And partly cloudy tonight, just a chance of a shower along the coast, low 65, inland to 71 at the beaches. Tomorrow, times of sun and clouds and warm. There may be a shower in the morning near the coast, the high 82 to 86. And for Friday, some sunshine and warm, high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Here are today's headlines from the source WOCA. The Yankees baseball team and the city of Ocala have been in talks for nearly a year about the club moving its Class A minor league team here, and the plan took another step forward yesterday. The Ocala City Council held a public work meeting to reveal details of the agreement and the potential plan to the public, which includes a proposed minor league stadium. The Yanks' high Class A team currently plays at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, the home of Yankees Major League spring training. The potential move of the minor league team has nothing to do with big league spring training, which will remain at George M. Steinbrenner Field, according to Howard Grossworth, who is the vice president of marketing for the Yankees. Grossworth said they have a 30-year lease in Tampa and started there in 1996. Yesterday's meeting is the first step in a long list of steps that have to take place, according to a statement from Janine Robbins, the public information officer for the city of Ocala. The Steinbrenner family has a long-time link to Ocala as owners of a horse farm called Kinsman Farm. The Tampa Yankees were fourth in the Florida State League in attendance last year, averaging 1,827 fans, according to Baseball America. The proposed stadium, located between I-75 and State Road 200, behind the Market Street at Heathbrook Shopping Center, would be leased to the Yankees for 25 years with 3 10-year renewal options. The Ocala City Council will ask the City Commission to put a referendum before voters in March for a 5-year half-cent sales tax to pay for the proposed stadium. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that an 11-year-old girl was struck by a car yesterday as she was riding her bicycle to Bellevue Middle School. The girl is identified in the report as Keelan Haley Morris. Keelan is listed in stable condition at the University of Florida Health Shands Hospital in Gainesville. She was riding a bicycle north on Southeast 36th Avenue when she was hit, according to the report. A 16-year-old Bellevue High School student was driving. He was also on his way to school. He was not identified in the report. He was approaching from behind in a red 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse when he hit the girl. The teen was attempting to go around the girl, and reports say the girl drifted out into the path of the car. Keelan was wearing a helmet at the time of the accident. No citations have been issued. An investigation is ongoing. The Ocala Police Department is reporting that a bicyclist discovered the body of a North Carolina man under a sign on East Silver Springs Boulevard yesterday morning. Ocala Police Department officers said there were no signs of foul play and that it appears the man may have died of natural causes. Police identified the deceased man as 58-year-old Barney Mooring. Mooring came to Ocala from North Carolina and was staying with a friend. Officials say Mooring was on his way to a clinic when he died. The body was under a business sign for ABC Realty and Development of Ocala at 710 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Florida Chief Financial Officer Jeff Atwater yesterday continued to seek answers from the state's insurance commissioner about why property insurance premiums have not come down with reinsurance costs. As the end of another hurricane season approaches without a storm making a direct hit on Florida, Atwater wants Insurance Commissioner Kevin McCarty to provide an analysis about how much insurers are saving on reinsurance, how the savings are being used, and how customers are benefiting. And Atwater wants the Office of Insurance Regulation to complete the analysis by December 18th. Insurance companies have been telling their customers and the legislature that the simple explanation for higher rates they are charging was due to reinsurance costs going up. Atwater wrote, quote, "But now that insurance companies are experiencing a significant decrease in the cost of reinsurance, they are not lowering rates for consumers," unquote. Reinsurance is backup insurance for insurance companies. Insurers in the past often have pointed to high reinsurance costs as a rationale for increasing consumers' rates. And those are the headlines from the source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala home store on Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give them a call and they'll come and pick it up. For more information, visit habitatocala.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County, building homes, building hope, building community.
On the next Voice of Ocala, it's time to get in the groove with minor league baseball here in Marion County. And we have all the heavy hitters to catch us up to date on what's going on. City Manager Matt Brower stops by. Tony Bruno of the New York Yankees, he's going to be here to express how the Yankees feel about minor league ball in Ocala. The mayor, Kent Gwynn, stops by to give us his take on minor league baseball. And we even talk with Chad Sokol, talking minor league baseball in the Dayton area. We do all that next on the Voice of Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000, 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
How good does it get? Golf has long been considered to be sport's most prestigious game, and WOCA has your connection to everything in the golf world. Every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m., tune in for Let's Talk Golf with your host, PGA professional and teacher to the stars, Jim Beckett, and operations manager for the Links of Spruce Creek South, Darren Irwin, right here on The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Don't ever miss a single edition of the Mike Huckabee Show. We're going to have a whole lot of fun talking the big issues of the day. We'll talk to the newsmakers and the issues that made them a newsmaker, as well as we'll bring you some entertainment, some fun. You never know what's going to happen on the Mike Huckabee Show. Don't miss it.
Join Mike Huckabee every weekday from noon to 3 exclusively on WOCA The Source.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.